Good morning. My name is Judelle Niemeyer-Bulls, and I am Judy Niemeyer's daughter. I work for Quiltworx.com, and you're joining me today at Quiltworx Retreats. And as you can see, it is Christmas time, so Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'm going to demonstrate to you today how to use a new product that we have on the market called Quiltworx Impressions. Quiltworx Impressions are laser cut fusible applique products that Judy has designed. We have 4 new packages on the market. One is called Desert Blossoms, we have an Alpine Meadows, we have a Tropical Gardens, and we have a Lily Patch. And these 4 packages can be mixed and matched and combined to create a number of different applique designs on a variety of Judy's quilts. One of the quilts that is probably the most familiar to everybody that uses applique is the Flowers for My Wedding Ring quilt. These applique designs have been taken off of the original Flowers for My Wedding Ring quilt and organized into packages that can be mixed and matched and combined to create different border options for that pattern. And they have also been used on a number of other more recent projects and some of our older projects in different combinations. So I'm going to demonstrate how to use these and how to understand the packaging better in the following segments of this video.
So the Quiltworx Impression package looks like the package below. The particular package that we're going to demonstrate today is called the Lily Patch, and it includes 74 pieces, and the label up in this upper corner talks about the number of pieces that are in each package. Additionally, a layout is provided, and you can see that in the flowers that are listed here on the label. That demonstrates how each of the petals and the leaves and different pieces come together to create the intended impression of the flower that we are going for. On the back of the package, there's similar information. There's also some flowers that are laid out here, wherever we're at here. And these flowers are the same flowers as on the front, just in different colors. And you take this plus what's on the front side of the label, add them together, and that is the total of what's in the package. So it's recommended not to tear up this label when you take the package out, because that's going to help you understand how to do the color layout for your flowers. Additionally, there's a QR code on the back, and you can use this QR code to get to a page that has more information about how to understand or how to lay these packages out, along with combining them with some of our other packages to come up with various applique layouts. There's also instructions here that explain to you briefly how to use the fusible applique product and apply it to your quilt top. And I'm going to demonstrate that today for you with this dark colored background here. The other thing that's on the back is a layout card. Now, the importance of the layout card is to pre-build your flowers. You can do that using an applique mat, and I'm going to show you that process here in just a minute. Although the pieces in the package are not numbered, it tells you which piece to put down first, then which piece to lay on top, and then which piece goes on next, and it helps you build the flowers and the leaves in the exact configuration of that is intended to achieve the goal of the package. The other thing that's on the back is package contents. The package contents tells you how many of each of the circles and petals and stems that you should have in this package to make the flowers that are on the front. So in addition to your Quiltworx Impression package, you're also going to need the fabric that you're going to apply the flowers to. In a lot of cases, this is going to be a completed quilt top. You're going to need, or it's helpful at least, to have the applique pressing sheet, and I'll show you why we use this in just a second. You'll need a pressing mat so that you can use, so that you can iron. I have a small one here just to demonstrate for purposes today, but if you're doing a large quilt, you might want a larger surface than this. And then of course you're going to need an iron.
So as you can see, I've pulled all of the backing off of each of these pieces, and now they're sticky, and I can actually push them down and make them stick to this mat so that they don't move away. And I'm going to start with the stem and just place that approximately how the stem shape fits on the layout of the flower on the back. And then I'm going to look in here, and the pieces are actually labeled on this layout sheet, piece number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 6, which is the stem. If I want to get the colors exactly the same, I can go back to this little diagram here and decide which blues I want to use where. So because of that, the first piece on this is going to be this color right here. So I take that piece, and the shape is identical on the back of this to the shape that you see here. The next piece is this blue piece, and you'll notice that there's a right and a left piece to these, so make sure that you pick up the correct one. This is just a good example because you can see this is the opposite size of this shape. So when you look at the shapes that are on this diagram, it's particularly helpful because you can easily tell which end goes towards the center of the flower and which end sticks out. So we're going to put on piece number 2. And then we have piece number 3, which is again one of these lighter pieces. So we put piece number 3 into its place. Then piece number 4 is the dark one. We lay that on. Piece number 5 is this final light color. And then piece number 6 is the center stem. So then you just lay that onto the quilt, onto the overall flower design like so. And then you simply take your iron and you press it down for a couple minutes, or a couple seconds, I mean. You can just move it over the top lightly. And the pressing sheet will be hot, so you may want to give it just a second to cool down or shake it off or whatever before you just go touching and pulling your piece apart here. But once it's cooled down, then you can just simply grab the edge of one of your pieces and you pull it off, and you've created your flower. The flower is all stuck together now, but the iron-on fusible still works to be ironed on to the final piece, the background piece for your quilt. So you can take this now and pull out your background and decide how you want this flower to be shaped on there. And you can just lay it on like so. And I'm going to actually try and get it so that it runs diagonally from corner to corner here. And I don't know if I can, but you just put it down on your fabric here until you like the layout, and you bring your iron over and you simply press it onto your background fabric just for a few seconds. And now it is attached to the quilt. It will not come off. It gives you a chance to lay everything else out on your quilt, and then you can take it to your machine and you use a machine applique stitch around the edges. We usually match the color of the pieces on the machine applique stitch in order to attach the flowers to your quilt. And that's how you use a Quiltworx impression.